First of all, Elia greets my beloved father YAHVAH particularly, and Elia as well greets my beloved YAHOSHUAH. For the small lambs of YAHOSHUAH who deserve, those who fight so hard to honor the blood of YAHOSHUAH, YAHOSHUAH bless all of you. So we begin the conclusion, what I have taught you. Today is the teaching number 8. It's the teaching number 8. What we have seen before, it's about a declaration of the word to everybody. Gog is already here. That doesn't mean that Gog is already the president of Russia, that Gog is already there. He is already doing his work. That he is going to be the president sooner. That he is already doing the task as he is the beast that he must be seen. But this world doesn't care. That is really wonderful that they don't care, they don't listen to. So, what I want to tell you, everything is really near. It's like everybody doesn't care, but the truth, no one cares. But we're going to see what will happen next. Today, when today's word is finished, you can ask questions. Those who want to ask questions about the teaching, about this beast, and around that topic, the American, Chinese, and all around that topic, you can ask your questions. The situation around the world, if you want to ask that, you can ask. So how will I continue? Let's enter the topic, the beast, in the Revelation chapter 13. We're going to talk about that today. And you can ask your questions after, it depends on you. It depends on what you want. If you want to ask questions, that you are not forced to ask questions, but for those who don't know anything, you can ask questions. So let's read together the Revelation chapter 13. What we can see in that chapter. So today is the teaching number 8. How many is the number? If you already followed, today is the teaching number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 the last Saturday, and 7 the last Sunday. So 8 is the teaching is the teaching number 8. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea. That is the Revelation chapter 13. That is the proof he came out of the sea where he was created. That is Gog, his father, and the others. Let's begin as well in the Revelation chapter 12. Revelation chapter 12, verse 17. Then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to wage war against the rest of the offspring, those who keep the God's command and hold fast their testimony about Yahushua. Here, the dragon, devils, and Satan, he brings the proper noun, lune. That is his proper noun, his real noun. But dragon is just a picture to show his wickedness. And after that, he went off to wage war against those who were with Yahushua. He went off to wage war against the women and those who keep God's commands. There are two women references here. First of all, it's the Israel nation that gave birth to Yahushua. Where we can find the 144,000 people in Israel, but we're not talking about that here. It's about you Gentiles that we are talking here. So it's for you, the Gentiles, that we are talking here. That he went off to wage war against to those who keep Yahushua's command and those who hold fast their testimony about Yahushua. That he is going to fight against to the people who are with Yahushua, this dragon, Lune. And he is really doing his foolishness on this planet Earth. He never accepts if the people with Yahushua will not be destroyed. That is his plan, to destroy all the people who are with Yahushua. But we will come back to this chapter next time, not today. And what is the continuation of this word? Revelation chapter 13. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea. Therefore, he is waiting for the future. He is waiting for someone there. The sea, it's the wicked. In another picture, people who are wicked, it's like the troubled sea. It means that it's like a picture, the Revelations book, but the reality that I will give you after, this is the character. When he stood on the shore of the sea, and he was waiting for someone there, waiting for who? Waiting for his son that is coming. That he was created in that laboratory of Leviathan. And today I'm going to explain you about the troubled sea, that is the wicked. The meaning of the troubled sea is the wicked. So the dragon stood on the shore of the sea. Where we can find that? In Isaiah chapter 57, verse 20. But the wicked are like the tossing sea, which cannot rest, whose waves cast up mire and mud. That is the sea. That he stood up on the shore of the sea. So Gog is included as those who are wicked on this planet Earth. That he is leading those who are wrongdoers in this world. And in the other hand, he is among the people who are wicked, and he stood up on the shore of the sea. What he is waiting for? He was waiting for his son. So let's continue. Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. So is it really clear the coming of the dragon? But let me continue that it's not enough yet. We're going to see where we can find that Leviathan. That is the number 2 of the devil. Isaiah chapter 27, verse 1. In that day, YAHVAH will punish with his sword, his fierce, great and powerful sword, Leviathan, the gliding serpent. Leviathan, the coiling serpent. Here we can see that there are 2 different Leviathan, but those are Leviathans, and there he is their leader, and it's their leader we are talking here. That he will punish the Leviathan, the gliding serpent. That Leviathan is gliding, and there is the Leviathan, the coiling serpent. We can see 2 pictures here. He will slay the monster of the sea. So they are classified as a dragon. There is the dragon who are with them as well. Their leader we can see above, who stood on the shore of the sea. That is the dragon. And that dragon is the leader of those leviathans, those venom. The leader is the dragon is the leader of those serpent that this leviathan lives in the sea. Those venoms, serpent, they have their leader, and they have a conception in the sea. They have a big factory. That in the sea there are lots of them in that Indian Ocean. That there are lots of them. One of that is the Tamatave Sea, and it's really the biggest one, that Tamatave Sea. They have their base there. That's what I tell you. There is about this Leviathan, the serpent, that they have their base in the sea. And let's see the next picture. Let me check it there. We're going to see another picture. Okay, yeah, it's enough. What I have been telling you, it's enough for you. So those devils, they have their base in the sea. They have above as well. For example, the red planet. They have their base in the red planet, March planet. So I'm really astonished about one human being that he really likes going to the red planet. Even the name of his child, it's like a code that there is a XX that he doesn't have a name, that it's like a code. Yeah, that is so astonishing. I'm not astonished with that, but you human, you are. But those devils, when they give their name, it's like a code. And that's why if it's about computer, it's all about codes. Because with that code, that all of them communicate, like the brain 666, that is a code for their name. That Elon Musk, he really likes going to the red planet. Even there is the base of Xehanort. Xehanort has a temple there. That is the temple of Xehanort. That situation I give you, that those mindless relates with humans. That people, they don't follow that. It's like they're their friends and they have pleasure to be with them. And what is so awful that they really protect the devils. So you, the small lambs of Yahushua, you should be vigilant. But if you don't want to be vigilant, you are lost there. So if you're vigilant, follow the words of Yahushua. Be careful. It's not enough how you show you really love Yahushua. Love Yahushua who saved you and hold him tightly. That is your solution. Yahushua is your solution. Love him deeply with your heart. Do his work well. Show your love to him, and mainly in the invisible, that you show that no one can see you. Show you really love him. Is it really clear? Okay, let's continue. Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. And I saw the beast coming out of the sea. He had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and on its head a blasphemous name. When the dragon stood on the shore of the sea, his son came out of the sea as well. And that's what I have told you. It's like what that YAHVAH did, that YAHVAH gave birth to Yahushua by the words. And Lune, the dragon, he gave birth a son as well by his laboratory. And his son is called the beast according to the Holy Bible, because it's really a beast. And this beast, what I have told you with the last teaching, this is Gog, the king of Russia. He is the 8th beast, the body of the beast. The beast I saw resembled. I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns. I have explained the heads. And on its head a blasphemous name. I have explained the heads. But with 10 crowns on its horns. It's the 10 kings with the beast. Because they are 10 nations who are with Russian. They will be with Russian. Those are 10 nations who will be with Russian. Those are from north, because they are on the body of the beast. There are 10 nations. There are the Persian, we have seen that. Let's read that in the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5. These are the nations that must be with him. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5 and 6 and 7. I continue with the 2, verse 7. I will have a remark here. And for this world who doesn't listen to, that is really wonderful. Don't listen to. But when you will be hate, you will listen to me. And you call me if you can call me. Those who will be with Russia, Persia, that is one of the horn. Persia is Iran at the moment. Kash and Lebanon. Iranian, Ethiopian, Lebanon. Those are 3 of the 10 horns that will be with Russia. We can really see and really know the relation between Ethiopian and Russia. Also, Gomer with all its troops, and Bet Togarmah from the far north with all its troops. The many nations with you. The nations from the far north around Russia. I will give you next time, but just take it. It's not about many nations were with him. That is interesting. The African country, it's already there. Ethiopian, Lebanon. In that Lebanon, where you can find the President Gaddafi, that France assassinated him. That is a true story. And if we continue that story, we can see many things. North nations. I don't remember his name, but I will give you next time the nations who are with Russia, the North nations, but they are from the other country as well. For example, in Europe country, when Iranian and American fought against each other, and immediately Iranian Rome before the Roman, Italy at the moment, they go against. They don't accept Germany. They don't accept because they are part of the beast. They are allies of Russia. That before they fought against together, that was the foolishness of them. Automatically they are together. Roman, Germany, they rise up together to go against American. It's not good for us. We don't accept it that American fought against Iranian. So now it's France and England who are together. France will be destroyed by Russian sooner, and he will really be destroyed completely. We will see how is the continuation of that words. Let's continue with the verse 7. Get ready, be prepared. It's about Russia and his allies. You and all the hordes gathered about you, and take command of them. So I command you, Russia, you have to gather in you. Gather all of your force there. You must do that, and you must destroy American. American cannot speak anymore. We can see that the force of American is getting weak. If he is powerful, why he can't destroy Iranian? He went to China asking for help from China to arrange that Iranian, that it's not good what he did. Because he thought that China is more powerful than Russia. That is really the wrong address. That's why I've told you, you don't listen to Elia, do whatever you want to do, that is not a problem. When you hit, when you bump the post, call Elia. Elia, that you don't listen to him, you don't care of him. That the kids with Elia, I am really laughing at your foolishness, human being. Really, you don't know anything. You should be expert, that you are really intelligent, that you are the dumbest, really naughty, really dumb. You don't know anything that is happening under your eyes. And you will never know that. You will never know that. And you will never know that as well. You don't know that. So I command you, do your work. Come on, gathering together. Begin your gathering. It's time for that. And if you don't want to meet, if you don't want to begin that meeting, you cannot stop anything. For that event, YAHOSHUA is ongoing. But you must go if you like or you don't. Because that is the end, the doomsday. In this doomsday, this is what is already told. In the verse 8, after many days, you will be called to arms. That is at the end. In future years, you will invade a land that has recovered from wars, whose people were gathered from many nations to the mountains of Israel, which had long been desolate. They had been brought off from the nations, and now all of them live in safety. At the end, you will go out. You will get out. You will fight against Israel. And you can really see Israel is really protected by American. Whatever they cost, whatever they spend, they always protect Israel. And Eliah here speaking, come on, get up, those enemies of YAHOSHUA, Gog, the king of Russia, get up and fight against American. You, Donald Trump, the president of America, you are ordered, you are commanded to fight against. You must fight against Russia. If you will run away, you are really in the wrong address. Really, you were in the wrong address. You went to China, the president of America, you went to China. That is not the problem. Because you want to underestimate Russia and you talk about that China is the second power of this world. You really accept to be dumb according to devils, but you don't really know what is the hidden sin, and you will never know that. But I have told you the hidden sin that you don't listen to me. That go to what you are thinking, but when you will be hate, remember the words of Eliah and call Eliah. When you will be hate, remember the words of Eliah and call him. You American, you must be destroyed. Show your force. And we will see, can you defeat the words of Eliah? Can you go against to his words? And we will see that. You cannot go far away anymore. It's already ongoing how you will be destroyed, American. There is nothing you can do anymore. Because it's not from you what is happening, but it's from the invisible. That is from the God of Abraham that no one cares, that no one listens to, but you must listen to, because Eliah is already here. You must listen to. Sooner we will see what will happen. We will see what will happen. So let's come back to the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Verse 2. Verse 1. Let's repeat it again. This beast, on his head there is a blasphemous name. Really a blasphemy to that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUA. He really challenged the heaven of heaven, just to challenge the Most High, that is beloved Father YAHVAH. On his head there is a blasphemous name, that is his kingdoms that blasphemous, YAHVAH and YAHOSHUA. That is not really a blasphemous words, but it's included, like what they said, they would create a human that will be immortal. Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin, they brainstormed to create a human that will be immortal. They brainstormed to create that. Even the words of that YAHVAH said 70 or 80 years old that people must die. But they want to create humans that will be immortal. It's like they are blasphemous words. Normal creature, they should die at the age of 80, but there is an exceptional case that people can reach 100 years old, that they cannot move anymore, but they're waiting for the death. Obviously, they cannot escape from the words of that YAHVAH, but both of these people, they can create people that will be immortal. That is in the 1,000 year that people will be younger. People at the age of 100 years old, it's like people at the age of 15, 18. That is in the 1,000 years of the kingdom. That Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, they brainstormed that people would be immortal. You can really see that. People follow that. I have told you, Russian, that is the best. Really the best. So be careful. That you must follow him. That is one of the blasphemous names. A blasphemous that is going against. That you may think about a blasphemous. It's like really a sweet word like that. No. That is included that a blasphemous. You tell words that it should not say. For example, the Pharisee said that it's the demon inside them. That is really a blasphemous word. In God's, that is really a blasphemous word, because that is going against to YAHVAH and YAHOSHUA. So to speak a swear word, you go against to them. You underestimate what that YAHVAH has said. For example, that YAHVAH is the holiness, and you say that it's the Beelzebub inside them, because you say a word that you should not speak, that you can't speak, and you speak that words to him. That is a blasphemous. Not only you speak a swear word with your mind and the others, that is already a swear word. They are a blasphemous name here. Really, you go against to that YAHVAH, or you underestimate, you despise them. You give words to them that you should not do that. To despise their holiness, despise their glory. That is a swear word as well, and a blasphemous name. I explain you that so that you will not do bad things. You'll be careful with what you are saying, and you will always glorify that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUA. That's why I have told you, come on glorifying that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUA, always worshiping in front of both of them. I make you get used to worship in front of them, and you will always love YAHOSHUA only and beloved Father YAHVAH as well. Only love both of them, and only worship and celebrate them and praise them. That YAHVAH, beloved Father YAHVAH and YAHOSHUA. Is it clear? Eliah is not included. That is that Van Yahushua that you love and you celebrate and you prize, you glorify in your entire life until your last breath, because they have saved you. You respect Eliah because he's the younger brother of Yahushua, and he is really loved by beloved for the YAHVAH and Yahushua. If he is sent here to bring you into the arms of Yahushua, and you respect him, you follow his words, because he will bring you to Yahushua. That who you love, you glorify, you prize, you worship and stop. It's that YAHVAH and Yahushua. Is it clear, children? Verse 2. The beast I saw resembled like a leopard, that had feet like those of a bear, and a mouth like that of a lion. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and a great authority. This beast resembled like a leopard. There was a beast before like a leopard that he attacked Israel. The leopard at that time it was Greek, and those who are bear, it's the Median and Persian, and the lion, it's Babylonian. Those are already gone. So if we check the beast, he works like the Greek, how they suffered Israelians at that time. There was the king Alexander le Grand. It was in minus 330 of age, minus 330. The king of Greek, Alexander le Grand, they attacked Israel. They really suffered them, and this beast works like that. That this Russia, he will work like that, and his feet like bear, like what Median and Persian did at that time. Average minus 450. Average minus 450 minus 500. And the mouth like that of the lion. The lion really eats like a lion. That is the kingdom of Babylonian in the era of Nebuchadnezzar in minus 590. That is the kingdom of Babylonian, the lion at that time. So this beast, he has teamwork with Iraqian, and has teamwork with the others, this Greek. And Roman, Germany, they are included as well, because they are one group. They are like enemies, but they are friends. They must be together automatically. That if they don't want to be together, they will kill each other as the beast, as they are the beast. But those who have suffered Israel automatically, they must be together. It's not automatically the body of the beast will attack him, and we can see how they hate Israelis at the moment. those nations that I have told you, they're with Roman, Greek, Germany, they're already together. Obviously, it's clear. Because Greece and Germany, they're included in the NATO, and Italy, Roman, they are included in the NATO, and that's why NATO will be destroyed. That it's already destroyed. As the proof, the force of American cannot attack Iranian. Even the Strait of Hormuz, he cannot go through that. You can see there is no one who can escape from the words of Elia. This world, that is the words of that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUA that is given to Elia. That no one cares. We don't care as well if you don't listen to. It's better you don't listen to. But you, the small lambs of YAHOSHUA, you should know that, because you see how the words are being fulfilled. You see that. All of that, we can see that together. No one invented. Or don't you see? So be careful. So let's continue. The dragon gave the beast his power and his crown and the great authority. The dragon gave the authority to the beast. He gave the authority to the beast. The beast is his son, the son of Lune. The son of Lune and Xenor. They gave the authority to him. That's why I've told you, he is already in the Red House. Red House in Kremlin. This man is already there. He is not a president yet, but he is already there. That's why there is the teaching. Gog is arrived. Because it's already officially that he is going to do his foolishness. And officially Elia is speaking, he is already there. But he is not a president yet. Okay, come on. Let's continue. In the verse 3. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have had a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. We can see here one of the heads of the beast seemed to have had a fatal wound, because one body brings the whole weight. One head had a fatal wound. It means that the body of the beast had a fatal wound. Even what we can see here, the whole world was filled with wonder to follow the beast. So with the picture of the head, that the beast is struck, and he had a fatal wound on his head. The body of the beast doesn't have a head. That is Russia. He doesn't have a head. But his heads are 7. The heads brings nations, and the heads, one of the head had a fatal wound. That was in the era of Reman, because it is told here in the book of Revelation. And in the era of Reman, there was the head in the number 6 of the head in Reman. So the head at that time in the book of Revelation that John telling, it was in the head at the number 6. So the 5 heads were already gone. If we say that one of the heads One of the heads had a fatal wound. If we take an example, it was Raman. It's not Raman because Raman is still like that at the moment when he went to his war, and now it's still Raman. There's nothing that happened to them. If it's the Germany, he attacked Israelians, and when he was struck, he just stays city. There's nothing happening. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any problem that he is in NATO at the moment. So he had a fatal wound, and why and how is that happened? We don't find that with Raman and Germany. But we can see that when the wound had been healed, he becomes powerful again. But Germany, he cannot do anything. Even he is governed by NATO, governed by American. They're just fighting against because he doesn't accept the ban American fighting against the Iranian and about the Strait of Hormuz. But because it's in the situation of NATO, and all of them are in NATO. And NATO, they have one force, all of them in NATO. So who is this one that one of his head had a fatal wound? But the fatal wound had been healed. This is Russia. He had a fatal wound, really struck in the era of Mikhail Gorbachev. In the era of Mikhail Gorbachev in 1991, maybe. He was destroyed. The destruction of URSS, and the American really ran alone at that time. And when URSS was destroyed, and after Boris Yeltsin led Russia, and it was getting had a fatal wound, getting hurt, and normally he should be destroyed. But when Elias stood up, the ambassador of YAHOSHUA stood up, he began bringing the teaching as the order that he received. And he really said Russia is the best. But at that time, he was really weak. It was in 2003. 2001, 2, 3 that the teachings began. And when the teaching was began, it was 2001, the teaching, not 2003. So 10 years after Russia was destroyed, the ambassador of YAHOSHUA stood up. Russia is the best, he said. That from 1991 to 2001, American, they tried anything to destroy Russia at any way, every ways, so that Russia will not rise up anymore. They are really completely destroyed, and they will lean on America till the end. It's like the other nations, South Africa and the others, but there is no force with Russia. That's what they wanted, and they really did that. That's why their plan, they shared the land of Russia. They gave independence to Belarus, Lithuania, Estonia, Lithuania. Those are the Baltic countries, and they gave independence to those Baltic countries. Those countries are with Russia. Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and the others. They really destroyed the kingdom of Russia. They really scattered the other nations. And those who are from Occidental country, they gather with NATO. But Baltic countries, they cannot do anything with them because they are behind Russia. And they just share the land of Russia, and that's why the others were scattered to the NATO. That Russia becomes powerful thanks to the words of Elia. Because Russia must stand up to fight against YAHOSHUA. And Russia must stand up and rise up and get up to be powerful again. Russia must do his foolishness because he is already chosen to do that combat. It's not you humans who will arrange according to your thought. What we can see, China is really powerful, Americans are really powerful. Those who are dumb, they follow that. But those who are smart, they follow the words of Elia. And the words of Elia, what I have told you. So since 1991, one of the heads was struck. URSS really destroyed, and the beast normally he was fallen and he could not rise again anymore because they do our technique to destroy Russia completely, and they cannot deny that. That is their plan. And that's why until now they are always striking Russia, even if they don't fight. But it's the weapon of American who is shooting Russia, what Ukraine are using. They shout, but they can they don't know what to do. Really, they don't know what to do, and they get away of that, and they just do the trading. But you cannot follow that, humans. You don't know that. But when Elia is here, the ambassador of YAHOSHUA, he spoke in 2001. He said Russia is the beast. No one can fight against him. And since that moment I broadcasted that teaching, Russia becomes powerful until now. Because Russia was destroyed in 1991, and it's really a shame for those Occidental countries because he is destroyed. They destroy him with economic, trading, merchant. They just punish him because Occidental countries, they have lots of money, but countries with Russia, they are poor. Those who are poor, they are always poor, but the rich are always rich. URSS is the union, the united of all nations with Russia. There are many nations at that time, but when URSS was destroyed, it was just Russia that stood up there, but the others went to NATO. and that's why Russia is angry at the moment, and Russia will never accept if he will not get his land. Poland, Ukraine, Lithuania, Estonia, and Baltic countries, and the others, I don't know, they must be with Russia. Russia will get you. You, Donald Trump, you must get a stage in the war in Cuba. That is the comment of Elia. Go to Cuba. You don't know what to do anymore. Go there. You cannot do anything anymore. You will fight against Russian there. And everybody will be speechless there. Russia will show he's the best. Chinese will be speechless. The others will be speechless. That no one can fight against Russia. He will show you that he is the best according to that YAHVAH. The enemy of YAHOSHUA is not a human. They will burst with that. That you must be destroyed. That's what I have explained to you. But when Russia was strike, that was the one of the hate. That was Russia. Maybe it stands for Union, Republic, Soviet, Socialist, Supreme. It's over during the geography, you know that. But in 1991, one of the heads had a fatal wound. But the fatal wound had been healed because Putin made a progress. And as that event, YAHOSHUA has told him that he is the most powerful, he cannot do anything to him. That's why people really underestimated Russia, and at that time he was really completely destroyed, and you don't want to say that he becomes powerful again because it's really you destroyed him and now he becomes powerful, and you don't want to say that he becomes powerful. And they say that Chinese, they are the second power on this world. That is really funny, and you don't accept the situation and you just say that. But let's forget it. Revelation chapter 13 verse 4. People worship the dragon because he had given authority to the beast. Who worshipped the dragon? The whole world was filled with wonder. They who followed the beast, because the beast was not dead, he rised up. And see how the world are with Russia, but it's not Putin. But it's the one who is after Putin. That is the beast, the son of the dragon. That is the beast, the son of Lune and Xenor. People worship the dragon. All nations who are with them. All nations, all lands, which are with him. Because Russia is not dead, even he is getting the first power in this world. If we're talking about nuclear, even just about the nuclear bomb, you cannot fight against him. Even he has his foolishness, his wickedness that you don't know humans. He has militaries, armies that you don't know humans. You cannot see that with your eyes. It's not their armies that you can see, but they have an underground people. But they have prepared those armies to fight against YAHOSHUA. They know the situation. But it's not about the armies on this planet Earth. No. It's not about you humans, their problem. But they are preparing the arrival of YAHOSHUA because they have been kicked from above. They have been struck from above. And it's like it's really that YAHVAH who destroyed them from above, YAHOSHUA who destroyed them from above, and they come down here on this planet Earth. And when they come down on this planet Earth, that creates the problem around the world. Let's read that. Isaiah chapter 24. Oh, wait for a second. Where to find that? Who does remember that passage about the powers in the heavens above will be punished? Where to find that? Where is that? Isaiah. Maybe it's not 21. It's not chapter 21. Where? Isaiah chapter 24. Mom really knows. Isaiah chapter 24 verse 21. In that day, YAHVAH will punish the powers in the heavens above and the kings on the earth below. Therefore, it's already ongoing to take revenge. That punishment is already ongoing at the moment we are speaking. So when the destructions above is already ongoing and messing up below on the planet Earth, and what we can see, it's really messed up. There is no peace. Ukrainian, they're fighting. American, Iranian, they are fighting. Your planet Earth is really messed up. About petrol problem. So all problems of your planet Earth is really ongoing, and it will not be stopped anymore. Waiting for mainly about Elia is here again. Danger. That the situation where I can tell you it's really messed up, because those who are above will come down here because they are kicked off from above. They will put their base on this planet Earth because they don't know where to live above there, and they are commanded, ordered to come down here on this planet Earth. This is the last planet that they will run away. This planet that they destroyed, because it's they who destroyed this planet that YAHOSHUA really enjoyed this. These devils, they must destroy you humans, and you are not the problem of them, you humans, but your war. Just because of their coming back here. But you must fight against each of you, because those mindless, they are looking for blood. The more you fight against, and you are bleeding someone, and they feel comfortable, they got life. Because YAHOSHUA is the owner of their life, and they will get life from people who are bleeding someone here to fight against YAHOSHUA. But you don't know that. You are not aware. You who are bleeding each other that they want, and they will get to life. But you don't know that and you do what I want to do. You are a dumb human. It's like that the result if you don't listen to the word. This is the situation that you don't listen to it and you prefer to fight against. Come on, fighting against. Madagascar is included. Now Madagascar is really messed up, chaos. There is no peace in you anymore. There is no peace. That is it. No solution. Nothing to do. That is the accomplishment of the words. It's you who didn't know, you didn't listen to the words of Elia. So each of you faced the consequences. So I continue the words. Those things, that is the accomplishment of the words. When the words are accomplished, the situations around the world, it must occur. It's like the war everywhere. Because those mindless are getting ready for the war and they kill you humans to get force from you. They clone you, they suffer you. Those who are dead, they take you to clone to create another body. How wicked those mindless, their robot. The robot of humans that is created by metal. But if they will bring those robots to fight against Yahushua, Yahushua doesn't care that. Yahushua will destroy that in 1 second. But how they are really wicked, the creature, humans, they transform human to a robot to fight against Yahushua. And that's why Yahushua will be sad. Your creation will fight against you. That is so sad. And that's what devils mindless will do. The creation that Yahushua created, they will bring humans to fight against Yahushua. It's like your children will fight against you with a sword, will persecute you with a sword. That is really wicked. That's why this mindless, the teamwork of lunatic, they are really wicked. Devils are mindless and brainless. Devils. That is the devils. Be conscious. That is the situation. And that's why those devils, those beasts can't wait to transform humans to be a beast to fight against Yahushua. But they already have. They already have. The number of the militaries will fight against, it's 200 millions. We can see that in Revelation chapter 9. The number of the militaries around the world cannot reach that number. For China, it's average 2 million 500. So for the American, it's 3 million, and for Russian, it's average 4 million. So it's average for Russia, it's average 1 million. So in total, it's 6 million average. So according to you humans, it's really a huge number, the total of those militaries. Revelation chapter 9 verse 16. Let's begin from the verse 14. The kings from the east will go to Israel. It's those Chinese. Revelation chapter 9 verse 14, 15 and 16. It said to the sixth angel who had the trumpet, release the 4 angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. So in this Euphrates, there are angels who are bound. So obviously there is the hole in here as well, the abyss. But there is a reason when the angels are bound in here, because this has a relation with the hell. If they are bound in this river of Euphrates, the great river, and released the four angels, and the four angels who had been kept ready for the very hour and day and the month of the year were released to kill the terror of mankind. But how you were killed, humans? Because of the four angels of Euphrates would be released. It's a declaration for you of what will happen. 2 billion of you humans will be dead, because a third of mankind will be dead. According to the book of Zechariah, that 2/3 of you will die. So it's just 2 billion of you will be left. Your number at the moment it's 8 billions average. That a third of mankind is dead here. These angels will kill a third of human beings. And when they are released, they the number of the mounted troops was twice 10,000 times 10,000. 10,000 times 10,000. So 10,000 times 10,000 is 200 million. Where to find that number? Even the number of the militaries around the world, it's already so far away. But where you can find those militaries is in the Red House. Find that in the Red House, under the Red House, if you can. Whoever entered the Red House, they're underground, they're killed, they're dead. But in that place you can find that. But the militaries around the world will never reach that numbers. But God has a special militaries. It's like they created the beast in the laboratory, that they create those militaries. What is so sad? They created those militaries by humans. And many of them, there are so many. Really, 1,000. It's not 1,000. It's 1,000,000. That is it. It's like that the situation I have told you. This number is already exist, but I haven't told you it's complete. That those mindless are under creating that. But that is really exist. That is really existed. That you may ask about the food to give them. They created those military that they just can't go. They are really special. That's why Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin, they were about to creating people to be immortal by those militaries that they created there. Because when Vladimir Putin created that, they really know that and they have that. Because it's they who give order those their creations. It's God who committed them, and when God was not there, it's Xenor who took care of them. Those who say that, they cannot say that, but because they will be killed. But Elias says that those underground people, they fear Eliah, but I don't fear them. You cannot reverse that story, that picture. That's why I tell you, no one is informed about that, and no one can enter that field, because it's the field of extraterrestrials. Under Kremlin, there are, even Vladimir Putin, he cannot take decision about that. And the authorization, it's really a special authorization if you want to enter that. That's why I've told you, it's not me who told you that, it's the news. Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping, they will create an immortal people. But it's a cloning between humans and extraterrestrials. That is really weird and really abomination. But the result, it's really human, mindless devils and satans and brainless. That small humans, they don't know that, and they believe in what they are saying. Let's continue the teaching. Revelation chapter 13, verse 4. People worship the dragon because he had given authority to the beast. And they also worship the beast and asked, who is like the beast? Who can wage war against it? This world really accepts that they cannot fight against the beast because he is not like you. The military is not the same. And how will you fight against him? They are not robots. That humans are really boasting about robots with American. The robots will fight against Yahushua. How is that? Yahushua is not interested in your robotics. But what is so sad? Yahushua is so sad about his creations betrayed him. That all humans accept that and follow that plan. They don't know that. Eliah has told you that you don't listen to. That's really good. Don't listen to. But when you will bump the post, call Eliah. But what will I do to you? You didn't listen to me, and why will you call me? That here I'm speaking with you. Who can fight against him? You cannot fight against the beast because he is not like you. He is an extraterrestrial. All of his militaries are extraterrestrials. It's just human you can see, but it's an extraterrestrial. That is the cloning. And their numbers is really millions. It's just a minimum number that I give you. 40 millions, that is already done. Already ready there. And I must say that how about your food? They have created that there is no food. They don't care about their food. Even when you go to the moon, humans, you just eat, swallow that medicine, and you can stay there for a long time. 1 year, 2 years. Even just about that one pile. That it's really Lune who is doing this program. He took human to clone, to make Yahushua angry. He doesn't care about those people, but he will make those people to fight against Yahushua. That their food does mindless, they don't care about that. It's you humans who take care about food that does mindless, the devils. They don't care about food. Okay, so that is the situation. That let's enter the verse 5. Can you follow? Or I'm just speaking here. Can you follow? Okay, let's continue with the verse 5. The beast was given a mouth to interpret words and blasphemies, and to exercise its authority for 42 months. So he really speaks swear word to that YAHVAH, blasphemies words to that YAHVAH, and he has the authority to work for 42 months to do all of his foolishness. 42 months equals to 3.5 years. And it's Eliah's turn to get on stage at that time to fight against each other, Gog and Eliah. That is the end of the teaching for today. The teaching number 8. Tomorrow we are going to listen to the teaching number 9. The continuation of that word. And the next at the next time. And I wish you to be blessed by YAHOSHUA. Follow the teaching well. Don't behave badly. You can follow it on YouTube, Google. You who haven't followed the teaching well, follow it on YouTube. Be vigilant, be careful. It's already happening. He is already here. That's why Eliah is explaining those things. And I wish you to be blessed by YAHOSHUA. Glory be to beloved Father YAHVAH. Glory be to YAHOSHUA. See you tomorrow.